You ready? Okay, crossbar followers. Told you in an earlier video that we were coming to the ranch. This is the homestead that my grandparents homesteaded. This is where my 95-year-old my 95-year-old mother grew up. And this is the house behind her that she helped my granddaddy skid the logs for. Can you pan over to the old house over there?
I even helped lift them up and put them together.
And that's the old original two-room house that they moved into before the new house was built. And the whole family lived in that. Of course, there's the bunkhouse out back that you can't see. I don't know whose dog that was, but and there's a lot more here than there was even when I was a kid growing up. My uncles moved in houses and built barns, and my cousin's got her trailer house over there. But basically, it's still just a good old-time ranch. My mother was born in 1930, makes her 95 years old. And this is where we have come to today to work with a horse called Candyman that belongs to my cousin Rosie, that they bought thinking it might be a ranch horse, but has not turned out to be a ranch horse. So we're going to see if we can rehome it somewhere. I kind of anticipate that we might be doing a few videos up here because I come up and help Rosie move the cows and do different things. And I'm hoping we can start getting some videos up here. So hopefully you'll start seeing some more of the old homestead where my grandparents moved into, raised to adulthood. 8 children?
Yes.
8 children they got raised to adulthood. I think she had a total of 11, isn't that right?
Yes.
So
3 baby boys was lost.
So she had a few children that didn't make it, which is pretty common for those days, you know. Who was born up here besides Janie?
Jim was born in the old cabin in 1933. I'm not sure about Virginia, but she was probably born here too. June was born on the homestead just to the north of here, at the head of the ditch. I'm not sure what year they bought this from Edna Stanford, but then we've been here, I know, since 1933.
So this has been in the family a long time, and hopefully it'll stay in the family even a longer time. That's our goal anyway. My cousin Rosie, she's wanting to keep it in the family just as much as my uncle did, her dad. And hopefully we can. It's got a family graveyard on it. And it's a pretty precious place to this family. A lot of cousins grew up here with me. I can remember just about every weekend it seems like Jim would go around gathering up everybody he could think of to bring to the ranch up here, and we spent many summer weekends up here just running around. Nobody telling us that we had to come in by dark or had to wash our hands to eat supper or anything. We just lived up here. It was a great life. Rode horses up here. Bucked a lot of hay bales up here too before Jim put that house in over there. There was a hay field just right over there, and then there's a hay field back down there that when we were kids we had to load the hay bales during haying season. But we spent a lot of time up here and a lot of good times. We used to just there was some lilac bushes that grew up around the yard fence that isn't here anymore, but they kind of formed a little bit of a fort. We'd bring our sleeping bags out here and we'd sleep out here all the time every night until it'd rain on us, and then we'd have to come in the house here and take about an hour for the sleeping bags to dry out enough to be able to go back to sleep. But a lot of good times up here. I just kind of wanted to give you an opportunity to see this place, because it's, like I say, a pretty special place to us. We'll cut her off here and go over and see when we can get Candyman up and going, and then we'll shoot some video of me getting Candyman set up and ready to list for sale. Stay in tuned, followers.